La Nuova Dolce Vita. Now, I understand I may be butchering my Italian, but what's more important is that it literally translates to my new sweet life. And life couldn't get any sweeter with this one, the Ferrari Roma Spider. The Roma Spider is the second model they've officially introduced locally, with the Puro Sangue being the first. Now, the Roma Spider harks back to the pleasure-seeking Italian lifestyle of the 50s and the 60s. As such, it carries the proportions and performance of the Roma Coupe, but also adds the addition of a soft top. The first front-engine soft top from Ferrari since 1969, the soft top mechanism requires a redevelopment of the rear end. In this case, it's been differentiated because of the body-colored band. A bit of confession right here. I was able to drive the Roma Spider a bit earlier, but I promise you we'll get to the driving part a bit later. What's more important is that this vehicle is actually fairly easy to drive, and that's amazing because this is about around 30 million, this particular variant, 34 million pesos. What's great here is how Ferrari was able to integrate these haunches, so if you really want to find out where the ends of the cars are, it's right here. It makes it easy to steer around and maneuver even through tight spaces. As typical with Ferrari, you get 20-inch alloy wheels in front, lightweight of course, carbon ceramic disc brakes, and at the back you also get these nice 20-inch alloy wheels as well. Now, because this is a soft top, Ferrari had to re-engineer this back portion of the vehicle to of course make it look different compared to the Roma Coupe. Interestingly enough, it may have a soft top which goes down in 13.5 seconds and speeds up to 60 kilometers per hour, but this is not your average canvas top. Ferrari chose this because it has an interesting texture to it. So mind you, this is not your typical soft top convertible. Towards the back, what's interesting right here is the body-colored band right here, which makes it different from the coupe. Of course, you get the quad tailpipes right here that generates an interesting and awesome soundtrack. Now, stepping inside the Roma Spider is like stepping inside the Ferraris of the 70s in that you get these two separate spaces for the passenger and the driver. Of course, Ferrari modernized that with a full digital instrument cluster for the driver, this 8.4-inch infotainment display right here in the center, and this little display right here for the front passenger as well. In terms of features, you get things like wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. But what's more amazing about this vehicle is, of course, the craftsmanship that you only get driving or riding in a Ferrari. Now, technology and all that is great, but what's amazing about the Roma Spider is how Ferrari was able to integrate Formula One levels of technology right here by putting all the controls right here in the steering wheel. Things like the indicators, the lights, and everything are right here, so you don't have to remove your hands while driving. Having said that, the start-stop button right here is dead center of the steering wheel, and of course, we have to drive it again. And for you, we're gonna start it up. Now, with the Ferrari Roma Spider, what's amazing is that it's not just the power that Ferrari was able to extract a lot of it, but it's how usable it is. In terms of how it's done, they introduced a technology called variable boost management. This means that the car is able to adjust the amount of torque it can handle through each gear individually, making it more responsive or more fuel efficient depending on if you're going fast or slow. So for example, in low gears, it's all about better fuel efficiency and low end response. Use the higher gears at higher speed, for example, the car will be able to extract the most out of its output. Well, in terms of specifications, these are the numbers that you're probably interested in. The Ferrari Roma, with its 3.9-liter V8 twin turbocharged, makes about 620 horsepower and 760 Newton meters of torque. 0 to 100 comes in about 3.4 seconds. 0 to 200 kilometers per hour comes in an amazing 9.7 seconds. So imagine that. This car can reach 200 kilometers per hour in about the same time a regular car would reach about 100. So I won't bore you as to how Ferrari was able to engineer the soundtrack, but what's more important is that it sounds awesome. Top speed, 320 kilometers per hour. It's one amazing car. My time with the Roma Spider was definitely short, but it shows that this is a one dynamic yet easy to drive vehicle that has capability and comfort like you could never imagine. Now, the most important bit is the Roma Spider is now available for orders at Velocita Motors.